doesn't make sense. It's been a minute. Not really. I mean, kinda. Last time you heard from me, it was an hour and like 20-something minutes with me and this loud guy in the background, Malik.
Yo,
And
what's going
since he
on?
likes to make all kinds of noise and stuff, I'm gonna bring him out now. He gonna drive me crazy, y'all, because he do too much.
Listen, man, I try to keep everything simple. It's just that certain things doesn't go in my favor whenever we go live and start, doing our thing. It's like when you have a plan, you know what I'm saying? You come out with an idea, that shit come out fire in your head. You be like, yo. And then when you trying to explain to somebody else, that shit don't come out the same way.
Yeah.
And that's how I be when I record, man.
See, no, I don't do it that way. I'm just like, I start and then,
You
it
said,
just runs smoothly.
and then that's it. You start.
I don't have issues because I pre-plan usually sometimes, but
Pre-plan?
we gotta change in stuff. So my change that what you doing, bro?
Bro, if I'm honest with you, I'm trying to put this phone up. This shit is not working out for me.
So he's having microphone problems basically. But we're here. I'm gonna say we're here because I got me a co-host.
Absolutely.
So I made some executive decisions. Executive, and I've decided that I wanted to get somebody else in here that we complement each other and we work well together and we like to give each other shit from day to day, even though he's like a couple thousand miles away.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but Raw Wave say when you're 1,000 miles away, it gets lonely.
You said what?
Have you ever heard that song "By Your Side" by Rod Wave?
No, I don't even know who that is.
Okay, oh man, you gotta check him out. It's actually pretty nice. I think you should check him out. I'm not gonna say no more about that song, but check it out because you said something about 1,000 miles away, and you reminded me of that one little line that he said.
I'm gonna check it out.
No, you should. But yeah.
So, and you know Malik Jones, you catch him on Prosper podcast.
Prosper.
The prosperous. Only prosperous people listen to him. No, I'm just
If I'm honest, that's a very few in the world, man. Very few in the world, bro.
So today, actually, I got so many things I want to talk to you about. I got some things that are coming up. Basically, I'm starting to get Malik has talked me into the video. So probably the next podcasts after this one are all going to be video, and they're all going to be hit up on YouTube. So I made a decision to go ahead and do that, get that stuff, monetized, go through the processes of getting this professionally put out. So I put a lot of work into this podcast and the other podcasts.
For sure.
But I'm still going to keep it to where you guys get educated and stuff. But once in a while, I'm going to get Malik on here, and we're going to have some fun. So today isn't really about fun. I mean, it's going to probably be fun and funny, but some of it's just going to be kind of frustrating, aggravating. Well, for me, because I'm going to be one telling a story. So we're going to talk about me and what I went through during the weekend. Well, actually, let's start from way in the beginning. So, I live in St. Louis, right, Malik?
Yeah. STL.
I came from Kansas City. Totally different, sides of Missouri. Totally different types of people. And maybe it's just the fact that I'm used to Kansas City and Kansas City people. And when I moved to St. Louis, it just felt like a lot of people in the St. Louis County area are set back in the 1990s.
Hush.
And some of them are set in Jim Crow. You got blacks against blacks, whites against whites, blacks against whites, blacks against blacks. I already said that. But, you got all this stuff in it, but I hardly see a Mexican. I've maybe seen 20 Mexicans, and I missed that. Actually, I lived in an area where it was predominantly Mexican, so not to
Really?
have, yeah, I loved
Wait,
it.
so back up a little bit.
Hmm.
So I remember you telling me you were adopted.
I'm
Um,
what?
you were adopted.
No, I'm not. I wasn't adopted.
You were lying to me.
No, I never told you that.
What,
No.
bro? You told me you was raised by. Oh wait, no. Cap. You was raised by. My bad. Your grandparents were white.
Yeah, my grandparents.
I'm so sorry, bro.
My
My
mother
bad.
was adopted, and
Yes.
my grandmother was white. So yeah, I grew up in a blended family, blended
And you
vibes in so many ways.
and you guys lived in a Mexican neighborhood.
No, me and my wife lived in a Mexican neighborhood.
Oh. Okay.
So we out here, and I've been having issues since I moved out here with not really with jobs, but people at jobs. Um, I worked at a place called Funky Fart. I'm gonna call it Funky Fart, but you guys who know me know what that place is called. And I dealt with a coworker and a supervisor who were kind of assholish. I made friends with with the coworker because he was just lost any old way. Like he was getting pushed in the wrong directions.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna talk about that. I think I talked about that other episodes. I work at this other place where I move windows from one area to another, and dealing with a coworker who, ever since I've been up there, dealt with a coworker that likes to micromanage you. He's not a supervisor, but he just likes to micromanage.
Yes.
Like he has a set position or set goal in his life, and it's basically to give you shit.
Facts.
I got
Yes.
one. I got one, and we won't call him by his real name. We'll call him Peter. I'm gonna call him Peter.
No. We can't call him Peter.
Why not?
We can't use the name Peter.
Okay, can we call him?
Let's call him Waldo.
Well, his name rhymes with bitch, but we won't.
You know what's funny? I know his name.
So we're gonna call him. Actually, we're gonna call him.
Can we just
Dick.
call him? I'm gonna
Let's
say.
call him Dick.
I'm gonna say call him bitch the whole show.
Let's call him Dick.
Okay, Dick is good.
It's a good name because Dick is like Richard. So
I don't get that. No. That's no. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit too. There. Look, I remember my girl's father-in-law, stepdad. My bad, stepdad. My girl's father-in-law would be my dad. My girl's stepdad. He told me his real name is like starts. It's just like William. He's like, yeah, William is like Bill.
Bill, yeah,
I never got that. I never understood that. I missed that.
yeah.
I missed it.
Me and my son and family will drive around. We'll go to stores and stuff, and every time we pass the Dick's, instead of saying Dick's, we call it Richards.
I missed that part of life.
What about Dick's Sporting Goods?
No, about Richard being Dick and then Will being Bill.
I missed it
missed
too,
that part.
and I'm older and I missed it. So like it's something somebody made up. We'll have to look it up one day. Maybe we'll just make that an episode.
No, fast we should.
Because we should find other names that you know.
That facts. Because I wouldn't be called instead of being called Arthur. I would like being called something else. Call me Mike or something.
I'm confused because I've been calling you Malik, and when you told me Arthur, the first thing I think about when I think of Arthur is the 1980s movies with the drunk white man that was getting all the women a million, and he's always laughing.
Oh man!
So no, Arthur, a black dude named Arthur. That's just different for me anyway.
No, facts. It's definitely it's different because I get a lot of people choices. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out on the street and you know me, you know what I'm saying? My name is Malik. Everybody call me Malik. My mom call me Malik. Everybody call me that. But if you're at work, you kind of got an option. You know what I'm saying? You can call me Arthur or Malik. I really don't care. But if you know me and you hang out with me and outside of work and whatever place that's professional, then you know me as Malik.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's go back to the story. See, we jumping off.
No, facts. Yeah. Go back to the story.
So I'm here. I've been there at this job for maybe a couple months. And this isn't the only job where I've had issues with people, but I usually handle it a little bit different. So in this is a moment in my life where I was a little disappointed in myself. So there's when I work for a union, so you get a job, and usually when you get a job wherever you work, they provide the tools for you to use, unless you're like a mechanic and you got your own tools and stuff like that.
Right.
So the only thing I need is a hammer and some snips and a marker. Since I've been working up there, I feel like I had to provide myself the hammer, the snips, and the marker, except the ones that we borrow from each other. But I didn't know that this guy's tools, his snips and his hammer, were his until he told me, like maybe the third week. But since I've been working up there, he's been kind of a dick to me. And then I've been being very passive and just let it go, because I'm not trying to have no funk with nobody. I'm just trying to take care of my
Exactly.
family.
Yeah.
See, I got this rule. I don't want to be your fucking friend at work. I just want to go to work and do my job so I can take care of my family. I don't care about what's going on in your life, what you doing, any of that stuff. Whatever you're doing at home, leave it at home. Don't bring it to work. You bring it to work and you bring it towards me, it's probably going to be a problem.
Facts.
And I'm very passive, so I try to let things go. Some might say, nah, we want to get into that. But this is where the problem went in. So, I've been borrowing his things. But when I take something, I say, hey, I'm going to borrow this. I bring it right back. And I bring it right back and I say, here you go, thank you. Well, one day, out of all this stuff going on, sitting here and under the fan, it's about 5 o'clock in the day, and the guy comes up to me. He says, because he couldn't find the snips for the longest. He said, for future, from here on out, don't fuck with my shit. So first off, he already came at me all fucked up, but I let it go.
So he assumed you touched it.
Yeah, he assumed I touched it, but I never touched the man's shit all day.
Right.
So I'm still on my phone. I ain't paying him no attention. So I left it alone, and I said, okay, left it alone. I was good. Well, he came at me again. Well, because this shit's just taking too much. You just my shit keeps getting missing and such. I should just leave my fucking shit alone. I said, okay, I heard you. I ain't touching shit all day. He said, well, just don't. I said, okay, just don't fucking touch my shit. I said, all right, I ain't touch your shit. Do you lost your shit? So me, the type of person I am, I'm going to help you find your shit. I'm going to go and I'm going to find it, and I probably will find it. Not because I have it, but because I can find things. I'm really good at finding things. Ask anybody. I can find your stuff.
Right.
You lose your keys in the middle of the night in the dark, I'll find them.
Voila.
Yeah, I'm cold like that. It's just something about, I found a ring, a wedding ring. I found it on a lady's desk. She just didn't look in the common sense place. I won't say she didn't have common sense. It's just she had so much stuff going on. She took off her gloves. I jumped in the trash to help this lady find her stuff. Then we went to her classroom and ended up finding it right next to her hand sanitizer. I said, what'd you do when you came in here? She said, well, I went to the hand sanitizer, walked over to the hand sanitizer, grabbed it. There you go.
You know what's funny?
But
Like, I don't want to get sidetracked or anything, but this has something to do with the story. But like, we tend to overlook things as humans. Whenever we look, I know whenever I look for something and I'm looking for that something, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for, I overlook because I'm looking for it so much. If I look for it so hard, I'm not going to find it. But if I take a step back and I'm just like, whatever, and I'm just straightening up and I'll run across it, if I'm not really paying no mind, you'll run across that shit. And it'll be in the most obvious place ever.
right, like my wife told me one day, the weekend before this happened, I was looking for my car keys. I couldn't find them, so I was panicking. She said, did you leave them in the car? Why would I leave the fucking keys in the car? So I went outside to look and see, and there they were, in the car.
In the fucking car.
In the car. I couldn't believe it.
In
So I was like,
car.
okay. So for me, when I asked him if they were in his car, I thought that was a logical question. I didn't get that. I got, what the fuck kind of question is that? Shut the fuck up. That's fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. You should shut your fucking mouth. And so after that, I snapped. I was like, who are you talking to?
Oh, man.
Don't talk to me like that. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm talking to you. What are you going to do about it? I said, all right, man, go on. I flagged them off like, so go, man, go on. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend, man. Go whatever. But man, fuck you, and fuck this and fuck that. It's just going off. Everything was fucked. He called me everything except for a nigga.
And I was didn't call you that.
Well, he was surrounded by black folk. Well, he wasn't. The warehouse is mostly predominantly black. He's a I don't know if he's Italian. He looks Italian. He's just a big bipolar dude. He's about 3 times bigger than me. But see, when I have issues with people, as men, when we have issues with people or we see somebody that we already know we ain't gonna get along with, we kind of size them up before anything ever happens. Well, I do. I tend to size people up because most of the time with my PTSD, I'm in fight or flight. So
Right.
you fuck with me, I'm gonna take it a certain way, and I'm kind of petty sometimes. That's something the guy's working with me with, but I kind of hold on to things, so I have to learn to let things go. But I'm pushing him. Well, go on about your way, man. Go have your day. Cuss me out.
Right. Facts.
So I turn around. I'm like, well, he said, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? I said, oh, you wanna fuss and fight? So we going back and forth, and then he turns around and says, oh, ha, 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 ha. I got you all riled up. I got you upset. By that time, I was upset. I don't even remember half the conversation I said. I know I was something my boy, my other coworker. I wouldn't say my boy, my coworker, because we don't hang out or nothing. So I can't say if he's listening. I can't say that we boys, but I can't say that you are a cool associate. I'm not gonna say
Right.
his name either.
Right.
But so we, he's pulling me back. But I'm just trying to find out what's going on and get an understanding of what's going on. So I'm like pulling the guy away from me, like get off me. I just want to talk to the cat. So I'm asking him, and he's being funny acting. So first of all, when I met this man, he had this there's this girl, and they was picking up a bird or something, taking care of an animal. I
Yeah.
thought it was his daughter, and then I found out this 20-year-old girl is his wife,
Oh.
and he's 50 something.
Oh.
See, I mean, I don't knock anybody, I don't judge anybody, but I've been through those situations where I've dealt with girls that were under a age. I'm 43. I was messing with a 19-year-old at 30 something, and thought that was a relationship. And for me, that just wasn't a relationship because that girl's not on your level, and
True.
you have to dumb yourself down for that person. So why would you mess with somebody on that level? So he showed his maturity by the way he started acting. But what happened was he kept going on. Me and him kept going back and forth. I finally just gave up and was like, would you like to step the fuck outside? Now, I bet you wonder why I want to take him outside. Well, I sized him up, and I sized up my area. My area that I work in is small. There's glass and sharp things and corners and everything. And I fought big white boys before, and they tend to kind of like want to freight train you into things, like run at you. They trying to rush. Not all of them. I know some white dudes that gonna fight their ass off, but I already knew that he wasn't about that. So my my coworker told me, "Come on, go outside, go outside, go outside," trying to rush me out. So I'm trying to get the other dude to come outside. I'm a pussy. He kept calling me, "But you're a pussy. You're this, you're that." Like, I'm all this, but come on outside. Let me show you what a pussy does. So I went outside, took off my shirt. I was ready to go. Coworkers just, no, don't. He ain't worth it. He ain't worth it. Like, nah, he ain't worth it. But you know what? I thing about me is I can get a job. I mean, I got other jobs in line. I don't go apply for a job, and then when I get the job, I'm like, okay, I'm set on that job. I don't keep all my eggs in one basket
Right.
because
Facts.
ever since I've been in St. Louis, I've dealt with this ignorant aggression, but it's passive for some. It's like a passive aggressive, but it's all ignorant. It's no logic to some of these people. Like the lady told me at the VA, you have PTSD, so you're automatically in fight or flight. And these people, they grew up. St. Louis was bad in the crack era, so some of these people are crack babies, and so they gonna act the way they want to act, and they don't care. And so that spoke a lot to me, but I didn't like that because I love people, and I think people can be good. I think there's some shitty people out there in this world, but that's because they ain't had nothing but shitty people around them. So of course they're gonna be shitty and treat people shitty around them because that's just their life. But if somebody good comes around and tries to show them something different, then they should be open to that. But they're not because all their lives they had to deal with somebody treating them a certain way. But at that time, I didn't care. I seen black and red, and I wanted him. So he didn't come outside. So I went back inside. Jay told me, shit. I said, he told my coworker told me to chill out. So I chilled out. I'm just standing there. Me and the guy walks by me. We exchange one more word, and then he hightails it outside the door, jumps
What
out
was
the
a
door, and goes.
what was a word that was exchanged?
Uh,
You can't leave out any
I
detail,
forgot
bro.
what he said to me. He said something. I can't remember what he said. I said, but you didn't take your pump. No, he said I can't remember what he said, but I said you didn't take your bitch ass outside though, did you? You know, I asked you to come outside. You didn't take your butt outside. So this happened on a Thursday.
Right.
Because we've been trying to do this podcast for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. I
And
remember.
we keep putting it back farther and farther and farther because he was going through something at work and I was going through something at work. But so we I leave we leave work Thursday. I come back Friday. My supervisor tells me come in and do a report, and then come back, leave. No, leave. Go to the union hall. Put my report in, incident report in there, and then you're off for the rest of the day. You can't come in. You guys are in trouble. So me and the other guy got suspended for a day, and then over the weekend I freaked out because I'm in fight or flight because I'm worried about if I'm gonna have my job or not. Even though the unions tell me you're gonna have your job, such. And I realized where I went wrong. I felt like I went wrong through the argument because I let this man get under my skin.
For sure. For sure. You
And,
definitely did.
and I don't usually do that. I don't step out of character like that. I don't do that. I don't have to fight somebody or threaten somebody or beat somebody up just because they're a bitch. And I knew he was. You
I
know,
mean, but there's sometimes where a person got to be put in their place. You know what I'm saying? So they know not to cross the line again.
right.
You
You
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying? And
I
that
feel
was
like there's
probably one of those
professionalism.
times.
I feel like there's professionalism, and then I feel like as a man, um, you shouldn't step on a man's toes like that. You
That's for
shouldn't do that
sure.
to a man. And see, that's why I got upset. So maybe if that's the ego or whatever's going on, then my ego got the best of me,
That
or my
wasn't
pride just got the best of me, and I just
no.
wanted
That
to.
wasn't an ego or pride thing, bro. It was just that like you gotta, like you said, bro. You gotta understand. One, you're a grown man. You
Right,
have a wife. You have a family at home. You
right.
know what I'm
And he don't
saying?
have shit. He don't have nothing. He don't even have. He got a little young. He ain't got no kids. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got no
You feel me?
responsibilities. So
So,
so that's and see that's the thing. I got upset and offended because I'm listening to all that. I didn't drag all the stuff this man's coming in and told me. I didn't take this man and drag this man's name through the mud. Or excuse me, his kid's name through the mud. I still tried to keep some kind of respect,
right,
not for him, but for myself because I didn't
right,
want to stoop that low. But he pushed
exactly,
me out of my character.
exactly.
So I
So,
got I got. Oh, go ahead, bro.
no, my bad, bro. I just want to say this real quick, and we get right back to it. But like, you have a whole family at home. You know what I'm saying? Besides what he got going on, he's a grown man, and he should have some type of respect for another grown man. He should know what respect is towards another grown man instead of just coming at you the way he did.
Right.
You handled. If you ask me, you didn't put your hands on him right away.
I
You
didn't put my
handled that
hands
shit
on him.
exactly. Well, you didn't put hands on him at all. You're right.
Mm.
Anybody else probably would have dropped his ass.
Oh yeah, I talked to my brother. My brother said he would have dropped him. A couple of friends of mine
You
said, "Well,
feel me,
boy, you a
bro?
better person than I am because I would
You
have lost my
feel me,
job that
bro?
day." I said, "Well, the only thing I needed him to do was step out that door." But I felt like when I invited him out to that door, he didn't do that. He didn't want no smoke. So check this out. So hold on. So he I get back there Monday. I'm a good person. I feel like with all the stuff I went through that Monday, I came in. I signed my report because he gave me a verbal notice and said, next time handle it the other way. Don't handle it that way. And I understood that, but like I told him when I got my supervisor when I got hired, that I've been through this stuff since I moved here with people. For some reason, people feel like they need to test me. And I don't have no time for that. I'm a
Right.
43-year-old man. You ain't about to do all that stuff. I'm too
Facts.
old to be trying to fight you. Not
True.
time. Anybody else would go and put a bullet in your ass.
That is true.
You
And
know,
that
so
person, best believe the person that will lose a fight is gonna press charges. Just saying.
right. Well, see, that's the thing. So what I found, this is a lot I found out. So I'm a person, I kill you with kindness. I'm gonna say excuse me when I'm walking by you and you in my way. I'm still gonna speak to you even if I have a problem with you. I'm
Facts.
still gonna speak. So I've
Facts.
done that. So today, in the day, oh man, today, uh, I my coworker was outside with me, not him, because that dude left. We
Right.
watched him leave. All the black folks got together,
Right.
and we all sitting outside talking. And the guy who witnessed the whole thing said, we was outside. He said, I said something. I can't remember what I said. He said, you just want to step outside and handle this? And I looked at him. I was like, oh, you trying to be funny? He started laughing. He was like, he looked at the coworker who wasn't there. He's like, hey, you should have seen what happened. He said, let me tell you what happened, Mike, when you walked outside and you went all gorilla on me. So I did, because I went outside, and I'm a little guy. I went outside, just pulled off my shirt, and was ready to go, and then I put my shirt back on, because I was like,
The fuck
nah.
am I doing?
Like, well, for real, it took me a minute, too. It took me a minute, and then I looked at the door for, like, it felt like 5 minutes, but it was probably, like, a minute, and he, 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 he didn't come out the door. So, he said, well, when you was outside, he was inside, and he was panicking. Because he thought you was going to whoop his ass. He thought you was outside and you was about to go whoop his ass. So when you came inside, he was about to go out to another side. I can't remember what he had said. Something about he didn't want nothing to do with me, basically, which I already knew he didn't want anything to do with me. But in my head, I was thinking, when he said what he said, and I said what I said, he walked out the door to go to his car, that I was going to follow him outside and just beat the hell out of him. But I couldn't do that because Jay was right there, and I wasn't gonna do it. I mean, really, seriously, I'm not gonna lie. It ain't because somebody's holding me back. I just wasn't gonna do anything because I want my job. I want to take care of my family. It ain't about
Exactly.
being a punk. It's about
Right.
taking care of your family.
It's about being smart in situations like that, bro. You got to think about that shit. Is that
I'm
really worth your
43
job
years
and your
old.
freedom?
Right. I'm 43 years old fighting with a 50-something-year-old man who should know better.
Right.
He's acting like a fucking 15-year-old. So
he's not worth your freedom, bro.
So but I didn't pay attention. See, the stuff I was so mad. You know when you get so mad, anybody talking around you, you really don't hear it.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been that man before. You black the fuck out.
The guy was telling me. Two people was telling me. The guy who was holding me down, and the other guy who actually got into an argument with him that same day. Well, not an argument. He came and approached him the same way he approached me, but he didn't say nothing. He just sat on a forklift and told him to leave him the heck alone, and he didn't mess. He cussed him out. Then he turned around, walked away, and came and took that stuff at me. See what I'm saying? So this ain't the first time that he's went at that dude, but this ain't the first time that he's went at everybody else at the job. Right. So come to find out, the dude takes meds. Let me tell you, Monday I had a dream. No, Sunday I had a dream. It was kind of not even a dream. It was like a thought. It was like a daydream. I was sleeping, but it was in the daytime, and I seen him coming up to the car while I pulled up, getting out of his car, and shooting at me, trying to kill me. And because with the times and stuff that's going on, you know, they people do that stuff. Yeah. So come to find out, the dude's on medication. He takes medication. He probably didn't take his medication that day, and I felt bad for him. But at the same time, I felt like I felt like he been wanting to get at me for the longest, but he didn't expect me to stand up and say something to him because nobody else would.
Well, you gotta also think people also take kindness for weakness too. You know what I'm saying? Because you are, you know what I'm saying? Like when we talk, bro, you seem like a genuine dude. So imagine meeting you in person, working with you, and you know what I'm saying, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? They actually they work with you. They see one side of you, they never see the other side.
Right. I hate that. So I hate working places, and
well, it's not even that bad. Like you said earlier, bro. There's a difference, bro. Professionalism, and I don't know the other word you said, but you gotta be professional in professional places.
Right.
You feel me? So
you know, if I'm nice. Like if I'm doing my job, and see that was another thing. he was all up the boss's ass. He go up to the boss. Oh, he ain't doing his job. He ain't doing this. I wouldn't hear it directly. I hear it indirectly from somebody else. Or like, hey, when he left out the door, when I was upset after we exchanged our words, first thing he did, he was calling me all kinds of pussies and stuff, and talking about the cameras and stuff. The cameras can see everything. And he went outside. He called the manager and told the manager on me. Yeah, but I'm the punk. I'm the pussy.
Oh, he protected himself before he even did
Right.
anything.
So it really frustrated me because I was like, and I'm just gonna say this, and I know I got Caucasian fans, and that's cool. I love everybody. I got Caucasian family members, as he put out there. I got grandmothers, aunties, uncles, mixed Japanese, German, English, British, all that shit. I got everything in my dang family almost, even some Indian. Like I got everything in my not in me, but in my family,
You know what I'm saying?
Filipino, everything.
If it's in you, that shit got to be less than 1%, bro.
Man, but it's not. I don't have none of that. Maybe some England, some British. I got a little British in me, like
Yeah,
1%. But at, I I don't see color. I don't see the race, and I don't see what those things don't really mean anything to me. But I do see it when people of opposite color of me feel a certain way about me. I can feel that energy. I'm very sensitive to that. So if I
facts.
know you don't like me, I know you don't like me. He can be a family member. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of family members, because there's animosity, and I don't know where it comes from, and I don't care. So I don't deal with it.
That shit really just built from jealousy, honestly.
I ain't nothing to be jealous about. I ain't got nothing.
Happiness. Some people just ain't happy.
You make your own happiness,
Some people just ain't happy.
and they can get over themselves. It ain't my fault. They used to mess with me when people used to talk, act crazy towards me. I mean, I could hold the door open for you. I'm that type of person. So don't take advantage of the dude that's trying to be nice and help you. You know, I'm just trying to help you. I don't want nothing from you. I ain't trying to stab you in the back. I ain't trying to fuck you in the ass. I ain't trying to do none of that. For real, I'm just being real. I ain't that. I ain't one of them people. I
Some
don't want
people,
nothing from you.
yeah,
You
yep.
know, but for some reason, he had it in for me. And I'm a state this because I always do. I say this to everybody. If you don't like me, if you don't like me, that's your problem. If you sitting up around me or sitting at home right now and you listening to this or thinking about me and you upset about something that, because I was a horrible person, and well, not horrible. I was not a good person. I
Right.
was a good person, but I had problems. So I did a lot. I did a couple people wrong, and they know who they are, and I know who they are. But if you still sitting up there harking off of that after a decade, then you need a life.
Need a fucking life. You
I've
hear
come
me?
if I and usually I've come to people and I've apologized for something I did, and there's a couple of people who can't even forgive me, and those people I forgive myself. I stopped worrying about how people feel about me. I stop trying to change and fix myself to accommodate for people in this world, because I've come to the realization that half of these people are nuts and they think this whole world revolves around them, and it does not. You in your own world, in your own brain, you are the sun, and all the planets are people that revolve around you, and you can take in what you want and push out
Facts.
what you want.
Facts.
But the world does not revolve around you and your needs and your wants. That doesn't mean you get to take advantage of people and treat people any kind of way. That's
Facts.
not godly.
I
And
agree.
I feel like this world, even in these cities, these regions, these areas, people have forgotten about God and the things that He does. And I'm saying about God now, and I've done all this cursing, but I'm a
Bro,
human. I'm
yeah,
human.
I was just about to say, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, bro, we're human. I was
We're
just about
human,
to say that.
So I don't know Him, and He don't know me. And if I did something in the past to do Him wrong, like if I took a tool and He really didn't like it, He could have been a man that come and talk to me about some stuff. But He didn't do that. He came and talked at me. There's a difference between talking to and talking at. And for
Yeah.
you grown men out there thinking that it's cool to try to punk somebody or bully somebody, you need your ass kicked. Like, seriously, you need somebody to hand you your butt, because that ain't how you do things. You don't get off on this world by intimidating nobody. You know why? Because that's what our governments and all these other agencies and things like this, and our police, some of our police and our police department are doing. So why do you want to be a part of the problem?
Well, some people, some of the tough guys, bro. Those are the cakes, the soft people, soft ones.
Yeah,
Those are the ones that are really, you know what I'm saying, tissue.
looking in the mirror and practice looking hard.
That's it, bro.
I
That's
got a
it.
mirror in my pocket and I practice looking hard. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the hardest man? No.
That sounds like some E40 type shit, bro. I don't know.
It
I don't
is
think.
some
Wow,
it is some
wow. What the? Wow. I've never heard that fucking song, bro.
Oh man, I got some
Wow.
E40 for you. My dad got me into trying to get a book. That was my first E40 CD. No,
Mm.
trying to get a book was the Click. I can't remember, but trying to get a book. Funky fresh for the AP9 tray. Straight from the motherfucking Northern Bay. It's got still ICK all up in that anus hole.
That.
Yeah, for real.
That's funny, bro. I can tell his flow because he has a very unique flow.
He does.
So when you said that, I was like, bro, that sounds like some E40 type
It's so
shit.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so talking with them, it actually made me feel a little bit better at work. I didn't, just come to find out, like I said, the man is scared of me. Like he's scared of me, like scared of me. I didn't realize that, and that made me feel even worse because like I don't want him to be scared of me. I just want you to respect me. I want when you think when your mind, when your medication runs out
Mm-hmm.
and you forget who the fuck you are. Don't forget you don't know who the fuck I am either. You know, I'm the type of person, or I have been the type of person to follow you home. I've done that to people before because I don't like being messed with. And I feel
Right.
like if you're going to threaten me, then I'm going to make sure you know I know something you didn't want me to know.
Mm.
Yeah.
You evil.
No, that's just how I got off because I got tired of people trying to punk me. So I want people to see
Evil.
that there's a side of people that are kind and loving that you don't want to mess with.
And there's a man, bro.
I don't need to know nobody. I don't need a gang. I don't need nothing. I got all me. I'm my own army, but sometimes
One
I can be
man.
my own enemy. So basically, this whole episode that I've just done is basically about, for me, for people to hear this and listen and saying, don't let these people at these jobs get under your skin. Too many times I'm out here in this world and I see people going through things with people at work, and it's frustrating and it's aggravating, and you want to throw them through a freaking window. You want to take their head and stick it in that fryer.
Mm.
You want to
Wait. I got a question. So look, so you know the bottom, the earlobe, you know what I'm saying? When you fry, that's like the little fat on a piece of meat. When you stick their head in the fryer and it's frying, are you gonna eat that?
No,
You never take the air off and just, you know what I'm saying? Just
I'm
what?
gonna save that for the man.
You eat pig? You eat pork?
No. Well, yeah, I eat bacon. I don't really mess with
Okay, you eat the
pork.
fat off the bacon. It's just like earlobe.
Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with that. Nah, but anyway. So what I was saying was, before Mike Tyson got on here, he, you don't let these people get under your skin.
No, you can't.
Don't let the devil do you. Life's a test. I used to tell people that a lot. There are many of them out there. You must choose one, and you must go through it, and you will go through it alone. You will go through these tests alone. You think that the person around you has your back, but they'll never know what's going on in your mental. Life is a
Right.
test, and how you handle it, and how you handle it is that your how you handle it. I can't even think of the word. The whole layout at the end of it. That's what we're looking for, a positive layout. So if you handle it negatively, it's gonna come back negative. If you
That's
handle it
true.
positive, you're gonna handle. If I would have handled it another way, if I would have been a victim instead of aggressive, because he went from the aggressor to the victim. Do you see that? He went from being a guy to cussing me out, calling me a punk and a pussy, and then when he got invited outside because I was yelling and screaming and cussing at him too. Well, not screaming, yelling and cussing at him too, and invited him outside. That made me the aggressor. That made him the victim.
Right.
And people out here play these roles because they're trying to get you fired. The devil is real. He will jump into somebody and make them do some of the stupid. I don't know what's wrong with that man. I don't know what's going on in his life. And why did I have that vision? Why did I have that dream? Why did I have that thought of him coming to my car and shooting at me? You know, that stuff came to mind. But then when I got told the information about him being taking medication stuff, that really solidified things. So I mean, and I'm not saying I'm at work now and I'm scared and stuff. No, I ain't worried about that. I just know that he'll never do that to me, and hopefully no one else, because I didn't do it like they usually do. What they usually do is try to hash it out and they just leave it on and drop it. But no, I said some heads will roll this time.
Right.
So I got a union rep. I didn't feel like he was doing his job. They're all good old boys. They hang out with each other. I was like, no, I don't want them. So I called the union rep's union rep and got myself in trouble and that person. And I didn't really care. I told her, like, hey, I made a mistake. I'll accept it. I'll sign my paper for making a mistake. I made a mistake. I let somebody push me out of myself. You know, but I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be treated like anything less.
At least you admitted to your own, so.
Right. But I'm like that. I'm cool like that. I'm good like that. I like that. That makes me feel better.
Right.
But you know, it's integrity, man.
That is true.
That's the military in me. I was taught a certain way. I sat up at this job today. I worked my ass off, and these two guys stopped working to go bullshit around, and I'm still working. And I started thinking, man, these guys ain't got no work ethic or integrity. They're too busy worried. You know when that coworker's watching you and trying to get you in trouble?
Yep.
Because he ain't doing his job. If he was doing his job, he wouldn't see shit you doing.
At all.
Malik scratched his ass.
He will be focused on you.
Oh, you dropped your wallet. Oh, man, you dropped your wallet and then you picked it up. You got 20s in there? Oh, man, he got 20s. No, like mind your business. You don't need to know what he's doing. You going to lunch? I didn't come to work one day. He came to me and said, "Oh, did you have a nice time off?" Man, fuck you. Don't come at me like that, hater. A hater comes out and says something like that. That's a hater. That's a hater. I got friends that'll tell me about that. My boy Mitchy Slick will tell you. It's a hater. Hater. That's a hater. That's a hater.
Facts.
You don't need to say nothing to me. Nothing. You know? We don't know each other. We ain't buddies. We ain't hanging out at the bar. And even if we was, don't come at me like that. Don't do nothing like that. That's some setup shit. I don't want to hear that. That's a hater. That's hater shit. That's hater shit. Me and you boys, when we work together, and you don't see me one day, don't come up in a crowd of people talking about, yeah, you didn't come in yesterday. What you was doing? Nah, nigga, that's hater shit. Like, shut up. I don't want to hear that. That's for real. Like, people.
If you my boy and you work with me, bro, trust me. If you don't show up, best believe I already know what's going on. I ain't gotta say nothing.
If you my boy and you work with me, and we boys, but we don't work together.
Right.
If you work with me, we already gonna have that code.
Exactly. So I ain't gotta explain nothing. You ain't really gotta come to me because you already know what's up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because we both know what's up.
Exactly.
Because we got respect for each other.
Exactly. If I didn't show up, you know what it was.
Right. You know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like getting up. You probably gonna come to me later when it's just me and you. You didn't feel like getting up.
Man, laugh about the shit. Boom.
She wore your ass out.
That's it.
You know, so I have to take that. Other people, you come around here, boss sitting right there. Man, shut your ass up, man. You a hater. I don't want to hear that. Oh, you don't want to come in for all the time coming up. Shut up.
Next time, call his ass out when he don't show up.
Nope, I don't mess with him. That's the thing. I don't mess with him. I don't do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff that they be doing, I don't do that stuff. You know, I'm myself. I'm cordial. I speak, but I don't buddy. You know, and if I do, I pick mine. Like I got two people that I'm cool with at my job. They already showed their coolness. And they already showed me how they are. They already showed me their true colors. We ain't personable, but we still cool. We don't consider each other friends. We
But
consider each
y'all
other,
cool,
yeah,
exactly.
we cool. Ain't no snaky stuff. Like,
That's who you keep it with that word, yeah.
right. So, you know, it's nice to find those people, but it's hard, especially out here in St. Louis, because like I'm telling you, like I love St. Louis, but the people in it need some of the people in it need some love, man, some true love, man, because like you can't, man, you can't walk around here with a chip on your shoulder. You can't. You can't
No,
walk
you
around
can't.
here, but they do. They love it. They enjoy it.
Hmm.
You gotta be tough here. You gotta. I don't like I had to think about like, damn, why did I move out here? But I was called out here, not like called by a job, but I feel like God moved me out here, and everything happened so well. And I mean, that's maybe sprinkles, not even sprinkles, dabs of issues that I've been having. That to me, that's just a dab of issue. I just hate going through it, and I hate when
Right.
people try to put me through it.
Facts.
So that's
No,
how that went.
I feel that, bro. I feel that. And it's kind of crazy, man. That I don't know. I'm still mind blown at the fact that somebody could speak to somebody like that.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think you did handle that in a great way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I don't know if you told me. You know what I'm saying? You called the union's rep.
Oh yeah.
What the union's rep? I don't know however you said that shit. However you
Union,
said that.
union,
The union's
union,
rep. Union's rep.
the
Yeah, there
union
you
rep,
go.
the
There
union
you go.
reps, union rep.
There you go. Union rep's union rep. So you actually like I don't know, bro. Yeah, facts. With all the stories, you know what I'm saying, with the shit that we talked about, you know what I'm saying? With the shit that we talked about and I just think that you handled that shit probably the best way. You know what I'm saying?
And
Anybody could have handled it.
and
Because
it wasn't
one,
about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you could because one, you stepped outside and luckily, thank God he didn't step outside.
Oh, I would
You
have
know what I'm
ate him.
saying? I'm glad he
I would have
didn't.
ate him. If he's three
Oh,
times
trust me.
bigger than me, he's so big, sweet, and juicy. I was gonna get him. You
Facts.
just don't know. Like I was. Oh man,
Facts, bro. Trust me.
whew.
Whenever you've been like, whenever your skin's boiling like that, bro, and you got to get some anger out. You know what
But
I'm
then,
saying?
but then it just changed. I just when I thought about it, I was like,
You
oh
came to
my god,
realization.
I just
That's
lost. I just
facts. You let
lost.
you let him get
Nigga
you out
didn't
of your
even pull
element.
that finger on me.
Exactly. He got you out of your element just by calling you a pussy.
He did. That first
You
thing I
feel
said to him,
me?
he's like, "You a pussy. You ain't no man." I got kids. I
Exactly.
got kids. I got kids. I got responsibilities.
Exactly.
I said, I
Imagine
got
if you would
my
have
own
laid hands
life.
on him. If you would have laid hands on that man would have pressed charges on you, and
Man,
your
that
kids would
man
have
would.
been
He would have
man.
been in the hospital. He wouldn't have had to worry about charges being pressed. They would have had to take me to jail, and he probably would have been in a coma. The way I felt
Man,
about him, he was about to lose it. Like it's no joke, fellas. If you out there and you listening and you that type, man, you better get your life right and quit playing with people. You quit playing with grown men. Y'all men out here trying to play with other men like they punks. And when one of these motherfuckers, that's why people get shot or stabbed or worse. Like I work around hammers, nails, glass, all kinds of stuff. There are so many things I wanted to do to him. Like I got a big machete in the trunk of my car. It's not for self defense. It's because I like to go out in the woods. I'll chop some shit down. I'm a very woodsy person. People who know me, I like the forest. Don't fuck with me though, because I'll bury you out there in that forest.
you're funny. Now, listen.
Now that's not saying I've done that to
I was
anybody.
about to say I gotta clarify. I gotta clarify that real quick before the feds go an investigation on my
before
homie, bro.
before we end the show, I'm gonna let you know that I have not hurt anybody like that. I haven't murdered anybody in the woods. You will
Man,
not find anything like that. But
this was
please,
just for entertainment purposes only.
no, I'm just saying, don't try me. Don't do that. You don't want to do that to people. You don't want to push somebody into the, especially the way this world is now, in this crazy, crazy world. To be young in a crazy, crazy world. You mess with people who I've been here since 1978. I've grown up. I've witnessed. I've dealt with a lot of things. I've been pushed into a lot of things. I've had my back up against the wall. you messing with the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm being kind because my God wants me to love you, but I am not perfect. I'm God's child, but I am not perfect.
Nobody's perfect, brother.
So don't push
Honest.
me. You don't want to push somebody who ain't perfect.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
I ain't a killer. I never said I was a killer, boy.
But no, man. Yeah, you definitely handled that shit pretty well, and you at least you got, you know what I'm saying, not even a learning experience. You got something from it. You know what I'm saying. You know not to let nobody out your element again, and that goes for anybody, really, bro. You know what I'm saying. If it's anybody at work, school, anybody you just don't like, you know, you can't let nobody take you out your element because
Hey,
that's
and see, that's another thing you just said. That sorry, I didn't interrupt
not
you,
you
but
good. You good. You
you
good.
said you don't like. For people, you working with somebody you don't like, shut your fucking mouth and do your job.
That's it.
Quit worrying about that person. That person, if he ain't doing nothing to you, if you don't like him because he's always positive at work and he's always talking and jibber, if you don't like that, then go stick your head in a toilet.
Facts,
Like
big facts.
seriously, you gotta be a loser, a big stinking fat brown turd of a loser to go and mess with somebody because your life ain't right. You know,
Facts.
my life's right. I just can't stand people who wake up in the morning and they're happy. Well, well then hang yourself. No, sorry, no, that's not nice. That's not nice. Kiss my ass. Like I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be the happy person, positive person I'm gonna be. And if you don't like it, if you don't like seeing my black ass at your job, then take a nail and stick yourself in the eyes. You won't see nothing then. If you don't like hearing me, then 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 I mean, put some earmuffs on, turn your music up, or stick the nail in your ear. I don't care, but don't come messing with me. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to do I'm trying to do God's will. I'm really trying. No, for real though, for real. As much as the words and everything's coming out, I don't know if somebody's gonna hear this and they're gonna be like, Michael, no. But for real, I'm tired of it, and I have everybody coming to me. Oh man, Mike, you just don't tell me what I need to do. Don't tell me what I need to do because you wasn't put in that place. You wasn't
Facts.
put in that place. You know, just shake your head. That's all you
You said just shake your
for
head.
real, shake my head. Just shake your head. Yeah. People know, people who know me know, yeah, I got a temper. I do. But then there's this thing that I don't have a temper. I'm a really nice person. And I'm a real sweetheart when I want to be. But don't take that sweetness like
Yeah,
like it's like I'm some kind of punk and I'm just gonna let you.
exactly.
I
That's
even had family members do that to me, man. Like that stuff's traumatizing. Don't mess with me. Don't try to punk me. Who you think you are? Like, and I don't play. I remember I used to carry a gun. I stopped talking to people. I used to just like, okay, we can handle it. We can handle it this way. It don't mean nothing to me.
keep talking. Keep
That's
talking
how I
crazy.
felt. That's how I
Yep.
felt because I
Yep.
got tired of it. Because I'm not gonna sit up here and waste my hands trying to fight you, hurt myself trying to fight you. You know how it feels when you hit a man and your knuckles swell up and all that. You got to punch for a very. You got to hit people for be fighting for a very long time for you not to feel nothing when you hitting somebody. I don't like my hands going through that. My hands. I like to do massages on my wife. I like to touch things. I like to. I like to use my hands, but I don't want to use them for all that. But don't think I'm soft. I'm not soft. My hands are soft. I like my hands being soft. You know, but
Just
we ain't meant for fighting like that. I ain't trying
and
to do all that.
it's just like what Pac said. What do you say? I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Yeah,
Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Man, that's always on his mind. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting some.
mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny, bro. That's actually really funny. But all in all, man, don't let nobody get out your element. Don't let nobody take you out your element. Your mind is definitely more powerful than your hands, bro. I
Oh
tell you
yeah.
that right now.
Just sometimes we lose it, and we just gotta
That's
make sure
true.
that we stay
That's
on
true.
point.
Because that
Because
guy that was talking shit to you, That guy that was, I guarantee you, bro, that guy that was talking shit to you, you know, well, not even, he probably would have kept talking shit to you. So you might have had to do all of that just to get him to calm down. So I'm gonna say, if you would have just kept it cool and just blah blah, he probably would have kept talking shit to you.
I think he would have came and apologized later.
I don't know, bro.
I didn't even want him to apologize.
People like that, they'll just phone their stuff and just go about their business. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't really apologize because, as you said, he didn't have no integrity, bro. So as is, you know, so he definitely wouldn't have apologized. He wouldn't have apologized to you at all.
No, we don't. No, I agree. He would. He probably wouldn't have.
That person like that, he would have found his shit, and the next day he probably would have just kept it pushing.
And I agree with you because the simple fact that he walked out of that door and the first thing he did was call the manager.
You feel me? After he did everything, after he like, you know what I'm saying, pushed your buttons. You feel me? Right. Called you out your name and belittled you.
Right.
After he got fear for his life, he made sure he protected himself.
I'm gonna say what you usually say. Facts. But
yeah, man.
Facts.
That shit's just it's incredible how somebody can just do something. I don't want to like keep the conversation going, but it's just mind blowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just, you know.
Hey, you know what? That's what this show is about now. There it came up. That shit just doesn't make sense. How do you become a bull? How do you start off as a bull and then you turn around and be a bitch? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm not saying that in a way to instigate. And I know. Well, okay, how do you go from being a bull? Or my favorite thing that I don't like victims. I mean, if you're a victim, a true victim, and somebody victimized you, but when you put yourself in a position, damn.
You heard that shit, didn't you?
Damn, I was like, would you dropping pots and pans?
No, it was that.
So if you try to be a Karen or a Ken or whatever the heck you want to call it, and then you turn around and be a victim, that's some weak stuff. I'm a TK. Who raised you?
Who
raised you? For you to act like that, you must not have been raised right. But you know, somebody's gonna learn you. Somebody has to. You know what? I've always told it takes a village. So we got these adults out here acting like donkeys, and then you see the repercussion on these videos, and people were like, "Well, I don't like those videos because those videos promote violence."
Facts.
Well, tell those those people put those videos on because that person goes over there and approaches them and starts acting a donkey and think they're privileged to come and tell you and talk to you and treat you any kind of way they want, and think that just because of the color of their skin or because they grew up a certain way or because they're used to getting around because they haven't taken their pills. Look, I got PTSD. I'm bipolar. I got other things going on.
Wait, you don't take medication?
No, I don't take medication.
Damn, you're strong. You're a strong man.
Yeah, I stopped self-medicating not too long ago.
If I'm honest with you, though, too, you know what I'm saying? That's what the medications do. You know what I mean?
I didn't like medications.
They make you feel like you need them, so you get hooked on them. Then you start taking them, and then when you're not prescribed to them no more, you hooked.
I don't need nothing. You know what I need? Money.
Facts. No, but you know what's crazy, bro? You really don't take medication, and you got PTSD.
Yeah, I didn't like it when I took it.
We should talk about. Worse. Don't talk about that right now, but we should talk about that on the episode.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. It's dealing with mental health. I'm all about it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I think we should do that.
I'll tell you what I'm not against. I'll tell you what I'm against. I'm good for it. But that's for another show, guys. We've been at this for a long. We said we weren't gonna do this long, but it couldn't help. You know, once I start talking, that's it. And
I just feel like these are just hour-long episodes because, you know, this is what we honestly. This is probably the least amount of time that we did. The most we did was an hour and 41 minutes, and that was the first interview we had. The second one was like an hour 20, and then this one's an hour 2. So I feel like the hour is like the bare minimum. You know what I mean? It's not because like, oh, we gotta shoot for this time. It's more because we just talk, bro. It's kind of like we just have like how we talk on the phone, just what we do on the podcast.
And that's
the same shit. Yeah.
He ain't, but that's how we be doing it.
This is how it is.
I ain't ever seen this dude before.
Yeah, I can't. He could. Well, I ain't know. He can stand right in front of me. I know how he look, but I ain't gonna say I don't know how he look. I know how he look because of the pictures and shit. But
I'll call him before he about to eat and harass him about just about anything. So like that's my boy.
it'd be the same thing. I'll call him randomly, baby. Like, man, I'm finna kick it with the wife real quick. All right, bro.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I call him man, bro.
Yeah. That's my Florida connect right there.
But
I'm sorry. I gotta end it, bro.
No, we good. We good.
We'll keep going. I gotta cut. I got a message from my producer that we need to cut this. this dude done sent me a text. Said, "Yo, we gotta wrap it up."
I still gotta eat, bro.
Right. So I'm Michael.
I'm Malik.
And this episode and the situations just that doesn't make sense. So and it doesn't have to. People don't let people bully you. Bullying is out. If it especially when you're an adult. That's something we dealt with in high school. We don't have to deal with it again. It should never happen. If you're going through that at work, don't take it into your own hands. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what you do. What I should have did. Just let them give it to you. And then pull out your phone and record the whole thing as it's happening. It's so much better and so much more. Now you're gonna feel a certain way. Your ego gonna hit you. Your insides, you're gonna feel a certain way. You're gonna feel bad. You're gonna wish that you did this or wish that you did that. You're gonna want to do things, but I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna feel a lot worse if you do something. So don't do it. Just let these people bury themselves. Why would you take somebody out and they gonna hand you the shovel? They the ones supposed to be digging it. Let them dig their own grave. Don't help them.
I agree, 1,000%.
Well, we're out of here, guys. Next episode, actually, we got some things coming up. Got a couple
things.
Yeah, couple interviews. Malik got some things going on. I'm probably gonna hop from my podcast to his podcast, but we'll link you guys into that. Yeah.
So be ready for some more exciting content. I feel like it's a vibe every time we link. So just be ready.
Yeah, be ready. Stay tuned, guys. All right, we out, yo.
Also.
We ain't out.
Yeah, not yet. Don't forget to follow my boy's page, man. That doesn't make sense. Don't forget to also leave a rating, man. Y'all got to remember that this stuff also count. It really means a lot.
Say something.
We get the listens. Leave a rating. Drop a DM. Some. You know what I'm saying? So we get some feedback.
When we looking for guests. There's so many things. My boy's looking for guests on. If you a YouTuber, a successful YouTuber or an influencer, link up with them. Prosper Podcast.
Check
out his links. Also, check out Court Dogs, Holding Court. I always got to put him out there because I listen to it faithfully. He asks the questions that most people don't ask the artist and talks to the best old school artists and new school artists that are out there. So keep your ears in and show us some love, some real love. If you're listening and you like it, say something. If you're listening and you don't like it, say something.
Exactly.
So, all right. You ready now?
We good, bro. Yeah.
All right.
Peace.